Hey YouTubers, it's Tony with Mayberry Mini Trucks. Today is Saturday, May 18th, 2024. And today we're doing a video of a mini truck for Stephen in Pennsylvania. Stephen is a long distance customer, and for our long distance customers, we really want to do a very thorough job videoing the truck because they are too far away to actually come here in person in order to see the truck for themselves. So, as a proxy to that, we do a very careful job videoing the truck. And then they've put a $300 refundable deposit down, and then we'll video the truck once we kind of boiled down what they're looking for and send them some candidates, and then like, oh, I think that's the one I like, and then we do the video and we show every little ding, every scratch, every under the inner fender, under the bed, everything that we can possibly think of showing, without making it an hour-long video. But we really do try to do a very thorough job. And then including a test drive, a very arduous test drive, and you'll see that's coming up. And then Stephen will watch that video and say, okay, now I've got a pretty good idea of the actual condition of the truck, even though I can't be there myself in person. And if he wants to proceed at that point, then we take a deposit equal to the delivery fee, which is $2.50 per mile one way. And he doesn't pay for the truck until we show up with the truck. I did two of them yesterday. I went to Durham yesterday, and then I went to Elizabeth City yesterday. Ended up going on a Coast Guard base. They had a C-130 coming in, really cool. And that was Ace in Elizabeth City. And Ace, what a good young man. He has the coolest job. I mean, he is the one that sets the buoy markers, those gigantic buoy markers that you see in the channels. They're either red or green. They may have a flashing light that flashes every 4 seconds, every 2.5 seconds. They may be a giant can, or they may be a square marker or a triangular marker, or maybe a nun with a kind of a conical shape. And he's the one that sets those. And so he is a member of the Coast Guard, and the anchor for those is cement, attached to a chain, which is attached to the buoy marker. And do you know how much that piece of cement can weigh? 18,000 pounds, which is amazing. But it's just one segment of our society. And it's interesting to get to meet people who do that particular segment. And you might ask, well, why does the United States go through such trouble to do something like that? So that we can have an effective commerce. That's the main reason, is for commerce, so that ships can come and go without, and at the same time minimizing the risk of collision and properly navigate to your destination. So anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. And Ace, thank you for your business. All right, so now we're going to go over this truck. This is for Stephen, this is a 1996 Subaru Sambar. It is a 4-wheel drive, 5-speed with an extra low first gear. And this is the most amazing part. Ace bought a 14,000 mile Subaru. This is 13,937 miles. So this is the twin to the one that Ace bought. So guys, let's check out this truck. This is my son's college vehicle. Josh, look at his windshield protector. You can tell that he grew up in our household because I am a Star Wars nut. So this is his college vehicle. You can see the paint the clear coat is peeling, but it is a right-hand drive Toyota Corolla, and it's just a great kick-around college car. Somebody rear-ended him. It wasn't his fault, but So they're great college vehicles, and driving on the right-hand side is not a big deal. All right, so now we're going to go around the perimeter of the windshield so that we can see if there's any damage. And the short answer is no, there is not. We do try to only buy beautiful, beautiful trucks from Japan. Look at the translucence of the headlight. That's very important. That's just dirt there. And now we have a ding there. That's it. Nice translucent headlight again, which is important. That means the truck was indoors. And look how pretty that is. These bumpers repaint very, very nicely. Right now it's kind of a gray, which is the factory color. But you can take that off, take off your turn signal, take out your little license plate clips, and then spray paint it with a nice semi-gloss black, and it looks incredible. And the paint sticks very, very well. Coming down the door pillar, looking at the door, it is absolutely flawless. Flawless. Not even a shopping cart ding. And that is not a scratch. That is a piece of pine needle. Beautiful wheel. Nice tire. Nice tire. Not gorgeous, but decent. Good enough to pass inspection. And that looks really good under there. Now, the bedside panel. Looking down toward Han Solo. That looks really good. This has, like, I think maybe it got touched up because it's almost, I think it was. So that was a scratch, and they went psh, so that it didn't turn into any rust. Now, we do have a rust area here. You can see where it's rusted there and there. So obviously, Stephen, this is not a surprise. We've already disclosed this, but that does have rust there. This also has some rust. I remember videoing this originally. This also has rust there, and that's it. The rest of the engine cover does not have rust. It's still a 4-washer engine cover, so that's interesting. We also had a scratch there and a scratch there. They went psh, psh. So that's pretty common in Japan, is for them to do that in order to protect it. There's a ding there. And we've got a little mark there. All right. Nice Silverado. Those guys came up from, I think, Greensboro, and they've got a beautiful Silverado. Two young guys who are like in their early 20s, and they're really big into diesels. So we did have that in common, and they were checking out trucks, having a great time. Half the fun of coming to Mayberry Mini Trucks is just having fun. You know, we're not leaning on you to buy something, right? If you want to buy something, you're going to buy something. You don't need my help. But we're here for questions, you know. There's also a ding from the inside out there. But that truck, that was a 2016 Silverado with a Duramax diesel engine. And you could hear that turbo a mile away. It was a pretty nice truck, 116 or 117,000 miles, I think. There's the engine cover. This has a little impression right there. A scratch there, little scuff there. But there are no dings on this panel. That is the big takeaway. Now, we want to look under here at the bed. And you can see that the bed looks very nice underneath. That is important. And just surface rust on the frame, no cancer. All right, so now we're going to look down the door post. Excuse me. For dings and dents. So we have a dent there and a scratch there. And we have a dent there and some creases. Crease there, scratch there. All right, now here is the inner fender. Looking good. Beautiful door panel. Very nice, no rust. And we did just wash this out, so everything's going to be wet. Ah, no charge for the maple seed. It looks really good under there. Now, back here, we have an extra jack, because we already have a jack there. For some reason, this comes with 2 jacks. All right. You will never need 2 jacks. You only need 1, but this one had an extra one, so we have no reason to remove it. All right, beautiful. I had a customer show up yesterday, and that's very nice. And he got in his vehicle, and he reached up here and pulled out a little amulet. And he said, "Oh, it's still there," because he saw in one of my videos where I found that, and I put it back, and he wanted to know that it was still there. You know, it's really almost, you know, it's just, it doesn't really have any real value, but it came with the truck, so it needs to stay with the truck. And this seat is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And now we're gonna look under the floor mat. But it was just funny, he remembered that from the video. Okay, very nice. Again, it's all wet because we cleaned it. All right. Now we're going to drive it. Okay, so the purpose of this test drive is to get it up to normal operating temperature and get it up to its maximum speed of 60 miles per hour, which is 100 kilometers per hour. It's actually 62 miles per hour, but you know, close enough. I'm going to shut the windows so it's as quiet as possible. All right, Mayberry Mini Trucks also introduced the legislation to the North Carolina House and Senate. We testified before the House and Senate Transportation Subcommittees, educated them on why mini trucks should be street legal. And Deanna Ballard, our Senate representative, and Sarah Stevens, our House representative, were axiomatic in helping us get that introduced. And then they voted on it, and it passed. And we had a lobbyist who was able to get Governor Cooper to sign the bill into law. All right, so now that actually was not 60. I wasn't paying attention, guys. I was talking, and my son was coming around the corner pretty fast there, and I got my mind distracted there. Okay, so now we're gonna come back up the hill. I guess I was going 80 or maybe 90. I didn't even pay attention, but it did feel very good coming down that hill. So what we're gonna do now is go up the hill, and the point of this is to see what kind of power it has. We're in 5th gear, and we're going up the hill, no problem. And so um, this hill now will will show us what kind of power it has. Okay, so now we're going 35 kilometers per hour, and we're increasing in speed, which is important. So this is a steep hill, and that is a big deal, that you can be going up a steep hill and increasing in speed. So that means that it has good compression, and it also has excellent um, horsepower because the compression's good. So that was a successful test run. And there's Josh getting back into his Corolla. But yeah, so that was a successful test drive. I'm going to open the window and get some fresh air. And but yeah, that was a successful test drive. So Stephen, if you have any questions at all for us, give us a call, or if you'd like to buy the truck, let us know. Our telephone number is 336. You can call Stephanie at 336-501-2630. Or if you have questions about the truck, you can call me at 336-777-9957. And then let us know. We can also be reached via email. Our email address is sales@mayberryminitrucks.com, and our website is mayberryminitrucks.com. So if you also would please subscribe to our channel, and also give us a thumbs up, and hit notification also, and that way you'll be notified when we post a video. And we also serviced this truck. We used full synthetic 5W30 engine oil. We also changed the air filter, the oil filter. We test drove it and made sure the four-wheel drive is working. We make sure that it has good power, and just the important things that matter the most. And if the radio doesn't work, we don't mess with it, right? Because anybody can fix a radio or replace the radio, and they're AM only, so they're really not very impressive, the radios. So you may very well want to go to Walmart and buy a new radio, or Target or Amazon.com, and they're very easy to replace. So guys, thank you for watching our video.